this is Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So I am updating you today on my 1 month journey into these little beautiful babies right here of my Sisterlock journey. Before I get started, my name is Ashley and I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and that's why I go by Dr. Ash and her makeup, because I love makeup. So I just recently started my Sisterlock journey. So if you are here because you are part of the Sisterlock community, or you're thinking about getting Sisterlocks, welcome. Or if you're just here because you're part of my regular content family, I appreciate you stopping by. So about a month ago, actually a month ago, I have been locked for, or started my Sisterlock journey for a month and 2 days. I was officially locked on November 20th. It was a 3-day process. I do have a video where it talks about why I got Sisterlocks and everything, and I will link that up here or down below in the description box. But it was a 3-day install, so it was the 18th, 19th, and 20th. I was finally finished, okay? So I'm going to talk about what I've noticed over this month. I feel like I am really thriving. So I have fine hair, so that is no secret. I have very soft, very fine, very curly hair. But I decided to lock, just to give you a little bit of backstory, just because my hair was getting thinner due to just having an autoimmune disease. Also because just the texture of my hair. I wanted something where I could be very versatile, but I was really liking the ease. I think Sisterlocks are beautiful, and I'm really glad that I decided to do it. So like I said, I've been locked for a month, and so far I have loved it. And today, in the last few days, I've been so pleased with how my hair has been looking. Like, I'm just like, all right, we're a month in, like, we're looking good. So I will try to like insert some pictures of what I looked like before. It was definitely a little bit thinner. It was definitely scalpy looking. It's still a little bit scalpy looking to me, but I did not turn around. So let me turn around like in the other video, but I feel like it's doing very well. And I went to my loctician about 2 weeks ago now, because I had an appointment set, and basically after she locked me, she said she wanted me to come back in 3 weeks. That's what she does with all of her customers, just to make sure, you know, how my locks are doing. Now, I did not have to pay for this, but just, you know, make sure everything's good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. My hair is doing what it's supposed to do. So I went for that appointment. So at that appointment, I also had my first retie. So the retie process was actually very quick. It was only about 2 hours, like literally, like we watched the news, we watched an 1.5 hour movie, and I was on the way home. So it was actually great. So the retie, it did hurt just a little bit. It felt kind of like, it didn't hurt while she was doing it, but it was just a little tight. So I would say, because when I got my locks installed, it was over 3 days. I just remember this side kind of hurting a little bit, just like tension hurting. Not bad, not because she was pulling my hair. She's very gentle, but just because it was tightened. So I kind of had that feeling all over my head for maybe about 1.5 days after getting my locks retightened. That was very simple. She said my locks were doing well. She was very pleased about how my hair was looking, and I only had like 1 lock slip, and it was right here in the back where my hair is very fine. So it was like one of these in here, but she fixed it. So she was like, you know, I didn't have to fix very much. She said she could tell that I was doing what I needed to do. So like I said, she went through everything. And so I felt like after she retightened it, it did look a little scalpy again, where it wasn't looking scalpy right before I went to her, and it was starting to take form. But now after like 2 weeks, I don't feel like it looks so scalpy. It is starting to feel in very nice. And honestly, the past couple of days is when I have actually started like styling it. I've been kind of doing like my half up, like half right here, and I just kind of roll it and stick 1 bobby pin right here and just let the rest stay free right here. So what have I noticed? Like 1 month being locked, I mean, it's been so freeing. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, it's been so freeing. No, but it really has, because I'm one of those people that like, I like to look like I'm high maintenance, but I'm really not high maintenance, you know what I mean? So literally, I just braid and band my hair every single night. I just take little sections like this and I braid it, and then I just roll the ends underneath and put the rubber band on. And in the morning, I just undo it. Now, one thing I noticed I started doing, I started taking out my braids a little bit sooner than I would normally do during my getting dressed routine, especially in the morning, because sometimes it would be so tight. And I also felt like, you know, you would have like kind of like the dents right here from the braids. So like, you know, my hair would be kind of like up like this. So it would just give it like a, you know, a chance to kind of fall and come down and not to be so like standing up on my head. So what I do is in the morning I unband them. I just put on, I have a really big bonnet that covers like all across here, and then I get in the shower. So that way they can start kind of like the falling process and start looking, you know, not as like shrinked up and, like I said, having those weird indentations in the hair. Now I have worked out a few times. I just braided up. Any type of like physical activity, like if I'm getting ready to go to sleep, even if I'm taking a nap, I am braiding and banding my hair, and I feel like that has made a vast improvement. I also like how even if I'm braiding it, it also gives it the crinkly look. So the way it's a little bit more curled right now is because I did put a tiny bit of water in my hair. I haven't been doing much water at all. In the first 3 weeks before I even saw her, I was not doing any water. I think I just did water like right here on my finger and like that. But now that I'm a little bit more comfortable with the locks, I know that they're doing better, they're thriving. I have been using the water. I don't use a spray bottle. I just literally wet my hands and do like this. Literally wet my hands, do it like this, get it to where I need to be. And then when I braid and band it, it does give it a more fuller look, a more crinkled, curled look versus kind of like falling flat. Now I would say like the first couple of weeks I felt my hair, it felt kind of like, it felt very stiff. My locks felt very stiff. They felt a little straw-like when I would hold them, and I was just like, like I didn't know, it felt really, really stiff. And actually after the very first time I washed them, that went away. I was nervous to wash them, and I was like, you know what, I just need to get over that feeling and I just need to wash them, because she told me, she was like, if you want me to wash your hair, that's fine, but you need to let me know so I can incorporate that into my schedule. And that was fair enough. But I decided to go ahead and wash them. She just said, anytime you come to an appointment, make sure you wash your hair 24 hours prior to seeing me. So I did that like the full day before my appointment, only because like I had a work schedule and I was just like, I don't want to like mess up the process. So I washed them. I did the braiding and banding method when I washed them. Now I have the Sisterlocks starter shampoo that was given to me when I started this journey, and it was different. Like washing your hair with Sisterlocks, it's just a little different. So I was here, I was scratching, you know, but the soap wasn't lathery, and I was just like, okay, I'm used to that, because I've always used kind of like non-sulfite, you know, or sulfite-free shampoos since I've been natural my whole life. I'm natural by default. So I tell people that, like, you know, don't look to me when it came to the natural hair care rather. You know, when people ask me about my curl pattern, I can tell you what products I use, but I don't do any twist outs. I tried to do a twist out. It looked like the same thing I did when I wash and go. So I was like, that was a waste of time. But my point is, I always use like sulfite-free shampoos. So it was kind of like the same experience, but it was just like, is my hair all the way clean? And I did notice that, you know, I still had like a little bit of dry scalp. Now, I'm not usually a person that gets a lot of dandruff. My hair doesn't itch too bad. It hasn't been itching too bad. I've been a little lazy on my workout routine as of lately. So if I was working out more, I would probably assume for it to itch a little bit more, you know, because I tend to sweat in my hair. She said I could use apple cider vinegar if that happens. But after washing my hair the very first time, I was very surprised at how my locks looked. Like they just took on a whole new life. And she kind of said that that would happen. She was like, after the first couple washes, they're going to really start thickening up. And I really saw what she meant. So, you know, I braided and banded before I washed my hair. I washed my hair, then I unbanded my hair, because you know you have to separate your locks. You want to separate so they're not getting like stuck together, and then you don't end up with branches and all that stuff. So I separated the locks. Then I let it dry for a little bit, and I was just kind of like admiring them. And then I went ahead and braided and banded it right back up, because it was kind of close to time to go to bed. And when next morning I noticed that they were so much fuller, it felt so much softer, that straw-like feeling that I was having went away. I would say like this has been so effortless for me to take care of my hair. I have gotten a point where I can get the rubber bands braided and put the rubber bands on really quickly. I can get the rubber bands off really quickly in the morning also. It has looked a little fuzzy up here at times, but I don't tend to mind it. Sometimes I just lay my baby hairs down right here because they're usually laid down from my scarf. After I braid and band it at night, I put a scarf on and they're usually like laying down. But I feel like my hair is really thriving and I've really been enjoying my Sisterlocks so far. I still don't know how many Sisterlocks I have. Like I need to count, but I still don't know how many I have. I know that's kind of bad, but like I just feel like they've been doing so well. And even the washing, at first I felt like my locks were just kind of stuck. Like I couldn't, because of the way I braided and banded, I couldn't move them back. I couldn't move them to the side. Like it was just like stuck in these little sections. And I was just like, oh, I kind of need to start working it because, you know, like I usually wear my part on this side, but you can kind of see like I can't really bring my hair over past that part because when I braid and band at night, this section is braided right here. So I feel like that is loosening up over time for real. As far, I have gotten some compliments on my locks. Like, you know, a couple of people have asked me who I've gone to. Like, and every day, it sounds cliche, but like literally every day or every couple, I can definitely see the difference in my locks. And as far as my hair itching, it hasn't itched too much. I know I kind of just said that. You know, if it does, I just kind of scratch it where it need be. I haven't really noticed any dandruff. I have felt like at certain times that my locks looked a little oily, and I don't know if that's because of the natural oils in my hair. Sometimes my hair has been a little bit more naturally oily, or it's just like, have I built up some type of residue that's transferring on my scarf? But I think I will probably wash it towards the end of this week. I haven't washed it in 2 weeks. The first, like I said, I didn't wash it for like 3.5 weeks and it was fine. It was not really itching at all. But I can just definitely tell a difference. Like, I don't know, they just feel softer because like I said, they felt very straw-like at one point. I haven't really been self-conscious of my locks. Like, it's starting them off like, oh, what are people saying? Does it look like I have like 2 strands of hair? Sometimes I have, but I feel like that's been more so in my mind. But the last couple of days, honestly, I've really been enjoying them, and I'm really excited to see what's to come of the future. Like, I think I had maybe 1/3 of an inch of new growth in 3 weeks. I don't really feel like this is a growing phase for my hair or a growing season for my hair, because even when I look at my nails, like in the summertime, you know, my hair and my nails just tend to grow a little bit faster. But overall, I have been very pleased with my Sisterlocks. And like I said, this is not a long video, but this is just to kind of show you where I'm looking, and I'm really surprised at like how much fuller they're looking. And I'm so glad they're looking so much fuller sooner than later, because if it was thinner, I'd just be like, oh man, like trust the process. I'm trusting the process now, but you know, it's a lot easier to trust the process when it's going the way you want it to go, a little quicker than not going that way. But I can't wait till I can get it in a, like I can do a ponytail now, but I can't wait until it's like just, you know, a full ponytail. But I'm really glad I've made this decision for myself. I talked about a little bit in the first video, my hair is itching a little bit. Talked about in the first video how this is like a decision I just came to. Like, so this is not a decision that I've been waiting forever to execute. I just kind of got the idea at the end of the summer, beginning of fall to do it. And I'm glad I went ahead and did it. Like I said, I have very fine hair, and I even feel like even the people who have fine hair that I've looked up on YouTube, I feel like my hair is finer than theirs. You know, like a lot of times it was curly, it was just all an illusion. But like I said, I've just been very pleased with what's going on with my hair at the moment. I do go back, I want to say in January, for my second retie, so I am looking forward to that and to see what I look like after that. And I'm looking for, I can't wait until like this time next year just to see what they look like, or even just like in May, like when I'll be kind of like almost 6 months in with the process, just to see. But every time I just feel like I notice more and more changes to my hair, which has been really, really exciting. As of like my conditioners, it's just amazing, like all the hair products that I have, and I'm like, I don't even need them anymore, you know? So I haven't like cleaned out I haven't cleaned out the shower yet. I've been really, really busy, guys. So when I say clean out the shower, I haven't removed those conditioners. I haven't removed like my old hair products. Yeah, one day I will get to that, but I just really want to come on camera so you guys can see what my journey is looking like. If you want to know what my locks are looking like in between when I do updates, I do lots of content on beauty videos on YouTube. So you can always stop in and see what I'm looking like in between the updates. I do plan on doing another update for next month when we're like 2 months in, and definitely the next couple months in between. So just to give you my experience. But so far my experience has been really, really great. I'm very happy I did it. If you're thinking about getting Sisterlocks, just go ahead and do it. Like I mean, it's just so easy. Like I just get up in the morning, I take the braids out, I shake it out, and I move on. And I have like time to spend time on what I want to spend time on, which is like doing my eyeshadow. That makes me happy, you know what I mean? Versus like me in the shower, kind of styling my hair, trying to get it together, making sure it curls right. I don't have to worry about that, you know? So I definitely feel like my confidence level is growing now that I have the Sisterlocks with my hair. Even like within the Sisterlock process, my hair, I'm getting more confidence because it's definitely filling out and doing what it's supposed to do. And I hope it just keeps on getting better and better from here on out. Come back and see what I'm looking like next month. I can't wait. Like I say, you can check me out in between because I do post lots of content. If you are here from the Sisterlocks community, I hope you decide to like stay for the rest of my content. Like I said, the video is just very short and sweet, an update. One day I'm gonna figure out how many locks I have. I know that's kind of important, so it is. A lot of people want to know how many locks you have, but I'm like, just haven't counted yet. But I'll get there really soon, one day. But like I said, I hope you decide to stay and check out the rest of my content. And then I'll be back with another update on my Sisterlocks. But so far, this journey has been great. At the end of my videos, I usually say, let me know down in the comments what you are thinking. Have you gotten Sisterlocks? Are you thinking about sending Sisterlocks? A lot of people have let me know that you have started your journey. I think that is super, super fabulous. Just go ahead and get started. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video. And you know, at the end of my videos we do a chair dance because I like to dance, okay? I like to dance. So you already know what time it is. It's time for the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance.